They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The tackle made there by Jarrad Davis.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Detroit! 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 Gone! 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 Over! Over! Over!
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 48 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got a first and goal just inside the 5.
Hey, gotta go, gotta go.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's third and goal.
Gone, 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 gone. Gone, 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 gone. Over, 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 over.
They're going to look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Over, 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 over.
Now they toss out wide to Sanders. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now they had the box stacked. That run was going nowhere from the start.
And when you say stacked, you really mean it, don't you? Because when you're talking about a 46 defense, commonly known as the Bear defense, you're covering up the guys inside, and you're allowing other people to get in there close to the line of scrimmage, usually an 8-man front. That's difficult to block for an offense. On that play, the defense won in a big way. No gain at all.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Out of the gun, it's Young. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd down.
Yep, they're in the nickel. Here's Young from the shotgun. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bears take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain at 21 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Justin Ellis in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Detroit! Detroit!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cole. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
He'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on a big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Over! Detroit! Detroit!
Following the interception, Young. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Akeem Hicks in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Young. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. They give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A 2nd down throw for Young. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Akeem Hicks He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
It's Young off play action. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Take it at the 37. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tease Tabor. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Running right, here's Sanders. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Detroit.
A give running left. It's Sanders. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, Johnson. A nice little juke. Johnson with a burst, a 1st down and more. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Finds Roberts left side. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him.
Now Young loses the football. It's stripped, and this is picked up by the Bears. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 23 yards on the play. throw now on first down. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there at 22. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Green 39! Green 39! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Back to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick here is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Now Young steps away to his left. Throw left side complete. It's Roberts. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Young on third down. The left side completion to Jones. And down he'll go at the 25. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short. Short of the first. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is brought in at the 21. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Over, over! Over, over! Hot!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Green 39! Over, over! Over, over! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No, 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 no. Check. Patriot! Patriot! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Now back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Out of his end zone, Young. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, Young. Now Young loses the football. It's stripped. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now it's the backup Stafford.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Oh, can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, you know, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. These guys, fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, you know, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Gone! Set! Green 39! Green 39! Over!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Devon Kennard coming with pressure. He drops him on the blitz for a loss of 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Check. Let's go. Come on. Run. 1, 2, 4. We got a runner. Gone. Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56. Watch it now.
They'll set up to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Cole. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
Lock in. Hey, gotta go.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Mitchell Trubisky, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And the lead will grow by one more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your...
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
I'm not sure, Brandon, played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. It is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Lock in, lock in.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
What we're seeing from the defense here is a group of guys bearing down, trying to help out their quarterback after he threw an interception. Good stops on the first 2 downs. It brings up a key 3rd down.
Leopard, Leopard. Here we go now. Green 39, Green 39. Gone, 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 gone. Gone, 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 gone.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Trey Burton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff, they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. To throw on 2nd down is Young. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Young from the shotgun. Roberts with it over the middle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. 1st and 10, Young. Goes for the right side here, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Young. That's Lacey hit. He lost the football. It's out. But I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Young now after the fumble recovery. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Lucky 56. Lucky.
Young on first down. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now, lucky 56.
The second down throw for Young. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Leopard! Gun!
Young now on third down. Flush to his right. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame him for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame him one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg. And they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one.
Watch it now, Barney!
Now a handoff looking right. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays, because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Throw left side complete. It's Cole. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's going to be caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners
who
had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Bears, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Lions, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.